By focusing on abundance every day, that's going to create more abundance. Abundance necessarily isn't money. By focusing on abundance and things like, let's say, helping other people out, every time you do something for others, that reflects you. That is reflection. If you want to be happier, do good things for other people, and other people will do good things for you. It's very crazy how the concept works. It's like you don't go up to the mirror and force the mirror to smile. You smile, and the mirror smiles back. That's like when you help others out, even just opening the door for somebody or giving somebody a compliment, like a genuine compliment. The universe does that back to you. And that's how you create abundance. It doesn't always have to be money-wise. Or if you go up to somebody who needs a few dollars, or you see somebody, a single mom in the grocery store that doesn't have enough money to pay her bill, and you go up to her, hey, listen, I got you. By doing that, you're helping out not just that person, you're helping yourself out in a way if you think about it. And then the universe blesses you back with that money. That's like a lot of people don't understand with like why you tithe at church, right? A lot of people who tithe at church, they say give 10%. That 10%, it's a concept. It's because if you are willing to let go of 10% of your income, you reap what you sow. That's why, like, when you give 10% to the church, for instance, or you don't even have to give, let's just say you give money to people to help them out. You give your time to charity. That comes back to you because the universe gives you what you give the universe. When you do that, you start attracting more of that stuff. And it's also very emotional. Everything you do that's emotional, you attract 10 times faster. That's why, for instance, the media, everything media does, it's emotional because it gets you really aggravated. And you're like, oh, I don't like that. And the next thing you know, you're hooked on their program because you want to see more and more of what's going on in the world. And then you feel attached to that. And that's why emotions are so powerful. But I'm here to tell you, you need to take your power back, guys. If you start doing positive things to people, more positive things will happen to you. You will not be able to help people by watching what terrible things are going on everywhere else. It starts at home. It starts within yourself. You need to make yourself happy, and that will reflect the universe. Mass consciousness. If you get more people happy just from opening the door or even having a conversation with somebody that's having a bad day, you're going to see more of that in the universe. More positive things like that's going to happen. You know, it actually releases oxytocin in your brain, a feel-good emotion, when you do something positive for somebody. And everybody who sees that, it does the same thing for them. When you're watching like puppy videos or some good Samaritan doing something positive for somebody, it like gives you that happy feeling in your heart. And you're like, oh my God, that's so cool. And like you have a tear drop down, you know? That's what that is. That's releasing a feel-good chemical. And when you watch something bad like the news or something negative, it releases cortisol. It releases cortisol. And then that causes stress, releases cortisol in your blood. It weakens your immune system and you're more susceptible to get sick. I mean, if you notice a lot of people who watch the news all the time, a lot of those people, you know, sometimes are very miserable and they're not having a good day. And you see that they get sick a lot more often than normal people. And they see what's going on wrong with the world. It doesn't matter if you're watching positive news or negative news. Positive things are going to be happening in the world. Negative things are going to be happening in the world. It's what you're focused on, which is what you're going to see. So why aren't we focusing on positive things? And when it comes to finances, you got to ask yourself, what negative things do I have mindset-wise about money? Because that's your block. We all have some sort of belief about money. Money is just a tool. That is it. That is all it is. It's what your opinion that you put in your mind about it makes it what you feel it is. If you feel money is bad, you're going to see a lot of bad things happening with money, and you're going to form your opinion on that. But if you see money as just a tool, and you start seeing positives of money and how it's uplifted so many people out of poverty, money, and how it's helped so many people, and if you have a lot of money, you can help those people out too, then it becomes a positive thing. It's all the perception and what you put on that. Money can be positive or it can be negative. It's all in the eyes of the beholder. So you got to be careful with what you're attaching your beliefs to. I know a lot of us are struggling financially. And the thing is, we all have some sort of trauma towards money, which is why we're struggling. And we have a lot of negative emotions towards money, which is why we're struggling. And we got to go within ourselves and be like, what do I have towards money, which is creating this scarcity? What do I need to learn about it that'll help me financially? I mean, if you put yourself on a budget, you got to know where all your money's going. Like, there are actual facts to this too, and you got to understand and learn about money. If you want to be financially abundant and financially well off, you got to understand these things and listen to people like me that can help you and educate you on money. Personal finance will get you wealthy if you pay attention to what you actually need to do, like putting yourself on a budget. You got to know where your money's going. And you got to ask yourself, why am I spending so much money? If you're spending too much money, why am I spending so much money? Is it because I'm not happy? Because every time I feel unhappy, I need to go and spend more money? It makes me happy. Is it instant gratification, like debt? Debt is bad. Debt is affecting your purchasing power. Because if you have debt, you can't invest. You're putting all that money towards debt and towards payments and towards interest. You know, a lot of us don't like the banks, right? So it's like, why are you paying those guys? You should be helping yourself out by getting yourself out of debt, because the best thing for you is your income. If you're making, say, $50,000 a year and $40,000 a year of that is going towards payments, you have $10,000 left. But then that could be going towards just existing and living. And if you realize that, listen, I understand. When we're in debt, we do that to support a lifestyle. And some of us need that. I get it. But if you realize that all you need to do is create a few accounts and put so much money towards those accounts every week or every month towards, say, towards buying a new car in the future, or towards your health in case you have an emergency, or towards your vacation, or an emergency fund. If you have, say, 4 accounts and put so much per month towards that, then you never have to worry about money again. I know not all of us can do that, but even $20 a month is better than nothing. If you invest $100 a month into a S&P 500 index fund, by the age of 25 to age of 65, you will have over $1 million saved. So I'm trying to empower you guys, because I know a lot of us watch a lot of negative media. Trust me, I do my fair share too. And if you watch that all the time, you're going to think that you will never be able to retire, or you will never be able to be wealthy. And a lot of us want instant gratification. So a lot of us are like, Jeremy, but like $100 a month, by the time I'm 65, from 25 to 65, yeah, I'll have $1 million, but then I won't be able to enjoy my life. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's a guarantee, as in, if you do everything wrong, let's say you did everything wrong. You spend frivolously, you aren't financially responsible, but you put $100 a week or a month, every month into that fund, you'll still be able to retire with $1.1 million, and you will be a lot better financially off. That's what I'm saying. And I know a lot of the financial people tell you, rice and beans and rice, live below your means, which you should live below your means, but you can also put money away for those frivolous things you want to spend money on. If you have something that you like frivolously spending money on, put money away towards that. And then you can still enjoy your lifestyle. I'm just trying to bring that power back to you and make you realize that you can still enjoy yourself and live a great life and be responsible for your future and help your finances out in the future. And you can start now. It all starts now. And if you can do it now, you'll be so much better financially off. You're going to be thanking me in the future. And it's not that hard, guys. It's not that hard. Part of the thing is you got to really focus and watch the positive things going on in the world, and all the other people my age that are talking about this that are way better off financially. I was $45,000 in debt a year ago. I was making 10 times what I used to make 10 years ago. I was making 10 times more now. And I was worth less making 10 times the amount. because I learned about debt and I went into debt because I thought, oh, I won that brand new car, right? I won that apartment on the water. But that just put me in a financial burden. But now I have zero debt. 60% of everything I make, I put away into 4 different funds that help me for my future, for getting a new car, for my taxes, for my medical, for my dental, for vacations. So now if I ever want to go on vacation, I can look at my fund and be like, okay, I can't afford to go on vacation right now. I don't have the money in the fund. And you have to know where your money's going. And then it's so easy. Then you're like, oh my gosh, I can go on vacation right now. I can take off work, I can go on vacation right now. I got the money in the fund, and I can go on vacation right now. You don't have to think, oh, you don't have to go use a credit card right now and then worry about the 27% interest you have to pay on that credit card and then pay that off for the entire next year and then end up paying $500 in interest on a $2,500 trip. That's what I'm talking about. And it's behavior-based. This stuff, all I'm talking about, this is all behavior-based. Money is all behavior-based. I appreciate you guys watching this video. I would like you to comment and subscribe. Comment below wealth. Comment below wealth. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.